Alright, hello everyone, welcome to a new video. A bit different today. I usually don't do this kind of stuff, but Costa Rica just beat New Zealand, which means all the groups are complete, so I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of a World Cup prediction. So, yeah, I found this website here, so I can predict it here all the way, which I'm gonna do. So yeah, I guess I'll just start with Group A. Can I just... no. Okay, and then I just drag them around. Alright, so I guess I'll start with the bottom. I think Qatar is gonna finish bottom. Even though they are the hosts, they don't have that good of a squad. I just don't think it will be enough to get out of the group, even get third. For the third place, it's a bit more difficult for me. I'm actually gonna say that Senegal will finish first, which might be a bit surprising to some of you, but I just feel like they easily have the best squad in Africa. They have so much talent on paper with Sadio Mane, Edouard Mendy, Koulibaly, Idrissa Gana Gueye, just to name a few. Like, there's a lot of good players that play in top leagues. And they have like they are really good at every position, so I don't know. I think I will say Netherlands to get second, but I am not sure about that. I think Ecuador could pull an upset there. So for Group B, I mean, Nations League just finished. England got thrashed by Hungary 4-0 at home, which is not too good for the England fans. So, what do I think will happen here? I'll start with, I think USA is gonna finish fourth, honestly. They do not have the best manager. They have a couple of good players. Christian Pulisic, for example, is one. Usually don't start for Chelsea in the big games though. Maybe he does and I'm just wrong, but from what I've seen, he haven't started a lot. He's mostly a bench player. Same with Zach Steffen for City. And also the manager. It's not the greatest. They did get a nice win against Morocco and such, but I still believe they will finish fourth. Then it's very difficult. Iran lost 2-1 to a friendly to Algeria while playing their A team, at least in attack, and Algeria did not have Mahrez. In fact, they didn't have most of their good players, which is very concerning for the Iran side. But England, I don't know what happened, honestly, in this Nations League campaign. Wales didn't look too good either. I am gonna say... I'm gonna say Iran to finish second, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go like this. Honestly not sure. Maybe USA could finish higher, probably. I'm gonna go like this. Maybe switch these around, but I'll go with this one. I'll make this one quick. Saudi Arabia fourth place. Only players in the South League. Just not good enough. Poland third. They beat Sweden, which I'm still annoyed about, but whatever. They got Lewandowski, Chesney, not a lot else. Matty Cash as well, I guess. Mexico will get second, and Argentina will win this group with ease. I think the battle is going to be between Mexico and Poland here. I don't think Argentina will have much of a struggle, honestly. But we'll see. So Group D. France obviously have the World Cup curse, but it's not sure if that will happen or not. Of course, they have a lot of talent, but their management haven't been their best under the Nations League campaign, losing a lot of games and drawing as well. So I'm not actually sure if they will make it out. What I will say is I think Denmark have looked very good. I think they will finish first. A great manager, great players, really work well as a unit as well, the Danish national team, which is always good. Like if France had a bit of a tougher group, maybe I would have said they got grouped. I still think Denmark and Australia. I know Tunisia, Denmark, and Australia and Tunisia. I mean, Tunisia did win like cup in Japan. They beat Japan 3-0 away, which is a good result. But they don't. I don't think they have enough talent, even with like France not being at the strongest. I do think they will make it out. I think Tunisia will get third and Australia fourth, like that. Group E. I mean, I think Costa Rica will get last. Honestly, they have Keylor Navas, but they still start like a few players in the Costa Rican league, which just isn't good enough for the World Cup. Japan have a few players, but I don't think they will be able to compete with Spain and Germany. From what I've seen in the Nations League, Spain have been a bit better. Germany just beat Italy 5-2, but still Italy haven't been at their best either. So I'm gonna say Spain to finish first here. I don't think it is that big of an upset, but I do believe that for right now, that is the most likely to happen in my opinion. So here Group F, here maybe I am going to put a bit of an upset. I do think Morocco will get last. They got thrashed 3-0 by the USA. I mean, they are a decent side, but I just don't think this group is easy enough for them. I do think they will get last. Otherwise, I do think Canada will actually make it through. I'm going to put them at second and Croatia at first, actually. So I think Belgium will get grouped, which might seem like a big upset to a few people, but they really haven't been their best. I think Canada will make it through. I could always honestly see Croatia getting grouped as well, but I will put it like this. I could see something like this happen as well, where Canada even tops the group, but no, I am gonna go like this. But honestly, a lot of things could happen in this group. Even Morocco could make it out, but yeah, for now, I think this is my pick. For Group G, as a bit of an Algeria supporter, I am disappointed to see Cameroon in the World Cup, but yeah, obviously a last place for them in this group. I think Switzerland have a few decent players. Xhaka for Arsenal, for example. Jan Sommer is great for the national team. They did knock out France from the Euros, but I just don't think they start like Shaqiri. His team got like last in MLS, which is just not good enough. So I will put them third, for Serbia to get some revenge, and just Brazil looking phenomenal, so I will put them at first in this group. For the last group, Group H, Korea played a few friendlies this international break with mixed results, but losing the matches they are expected to lose and winning the most that they are expected to win. I think Ghana will get last. They got last in the AFCON group as well. So for them making it to the World Cup is just weird, and they shouldn't even be here because of South Africa should have played against Nigeria instead because of wrongly given penalty to Ghana, but they're here. I think they're gonna get last. I think South Korea is gonna get third, just Son, and then just not enough talent. Second place, I actually think Portugal will get second and Uruguay to top the group. Uruguay has a lot of talent, and with their new manager, he did very well with the national team. With their old manager, they did pretty poorly in the start, but with the new manager, they kind of bounced up. Have a few great players. Nunez just signed for Liverpool. For example, Portugal, not the best manager. Have a few world-class players though. So yeah, this is my group prediction. So let's do round of 16. I think Senegal will beat Iran. I don't think Iran is good enough. honestly, to have anything to say against. So, yeah, Argentina versus France. So this is a repeat round of 16 from 2018 if this happens. And I do think Argentina will get revenge. They look way more organized than they did 2018. They have good players at every position. Beat Italy 3-0 in the Finalissima. Messi with 5 goals against Estonia. Maybe not that weird, but still. France just not at their best right now. England, Netherlands. If I did this before the international break, I would have said England here, but I'm a bit more. This is actually hard. I think I am gonna say England here. I think they will bounce back, but who knows? Yeah, Denmark, Mexico. For me, I don't think Mexico is good enough to beat the likes of Denmark. I think they just are way too strong for Mexico. But you know, Canada, Spain. This is actually more difficult than it should be. I'm gonna say Spain, even though I think Canada got a real shot at this. They have obviously Jonathan David, Alphonso Davies, but also a few other good players, Steven Estacchio, Milan Borjan. For example, Spain just, as usual, has a lot of talents. Gavi, just 17 years old, playing amazing already. So I do think Spain will be on top in that game, but I'm not too sure. I do think Brazil will beat the shaky Portugal with their manager. I think their manager will get sacked after this. And yeah, Brazil looking very good. I think Germany will beat Croatia. Looking a bit better with Hansi Flick than they did before. Croatia second in their Nations League group, lost 3-0 to Austria, which obviously isn't the optimal result, but yeah, Uruguay will beat Serbia. For me, I do think Uruguay has a lot more talent than Serbia does at the moment. I just went out, I didn't mean to, but we're back now. So yeah, moving down to the quarterfinals, we have Senegal, Argentina. Will Senegal be the first African team to reach the semifinals in the World Cup? I unfortunately think no. I think Argentina is just a way better side. Maybe Messi's last chance at a World Cup. But yeah, I think Argentina are just a very strong side right now. I think they are a lot better than Senegal. Brazil, I think, are better than Spain. Even though they both have a lot of talent, I do think Brazil will pull through that match. England-Denmark Euro 2020 final. I'm actually going to go with Denmark here, just based on how England have played so far in the Nations League. Denmark have been a very, very good side, losing to Croatia, I believe they did. Otherwise, a few good results. England, yeah, as I said, very shaky side. Uruguay, Germany. I think I'm gonna go with Uruguay here. Maybe a bit of an upset, but I do think Uruguay is a very solid side. They really have potential to make it to the semi-final. I have put out a few very good teams from Europe now, so there's only Denmark and South American teams left. Brazil, Argentina. This is very difficult. I think I'm gonna start with Denmark, Uruguay. Also a very difficult pick, but for me, actually, this is very difficult. Okay, let's just do this. Argentina and Brazil, two very, very solid teams. But for me, I honestly think I'm gonna pick Argentina. They have a very strong team. Messi, with his last World Cup, probably will do his best to win it. They have a very solid team. I think this will be a great match if it happens. And maybe even go to penalties. I think it will be a very even game. Same with this, which I think is a less... I think this game has less quality than the Brazil-Argentina game. But which team of these will win this match? I'm gonna say Denmark. Make it to the World Cup final. Why not? So there isn't a bronze match prediction, but I'll just say I think Brazil is going to beat Uruguay. And who will win the World Cup? I think Argentina will win versus Denmark. Just because of their quality. I think it's better than Denmark. They will be very motivated to win. Messi's last World Cup. 17% of players also predicted Argentina, which is third, I believe. England, I mean, they are a very decent side. Probably would have been one of my favorites, but they just haven't been looking good at the Nations League, and I just gotta base it off of that very recent performance. Let's see how they do in September. But if they play like this, they'll be lucky to make it out of the group, honestly. But yeah, so that was it. Argentina is my predicted winner, I guess. Here it is again. Maybe a few upsets, but pretty standard prediction, I guess. So yeah, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you another time. Bye bye.